Well, at least there's been no drama about Palace this week, right guys? What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today we're talking about every single item dropping for Palace week 1 of spring summer 2026. I'm giving you guys the lowdown on not only the week 1 items, but also everything coming out from the Palace Hong Kong store opening this Saturday, February the 7th, so we can salivate over some dope in-store exclusive items that none of us could probably ever get their hands on. But if you like staying up to date on Supreme, Palace, and other related streetwear content, then be sure to hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the noti bell so you never miss out every single time I post or go live. I will be going live tomorrow, Friday, February 6th at 10 a.m. EST, 1 hour before the US drop. So be there or be square. And with all that out of the way, let's get into it. First things first, let's take a peek at all of these Hong Kong exclusive items, which are pretty cool. And according to Hypebeast, we have a mix of British and traditional Chinese philosophy and an official collab with South China FC. So that's what that SCAA was. Didn't know what that was about in the trailer, but that clears that up, and some dope symbolism that you can read about here on Hypebeast, but we can also just look with our very own eyes. First up, we have a long sleeve tee, Palace London, yin yang symbol. The characters here on this yin yang symbol are Palace, and then on the sleeves as well as the front on this dragon here we have Hong Kong, which is super sick. And before anyone asks, we do not have any prices for any of these items, unfortunately. I would do your own research and cross-reference what this stuff will cost compared to previous in-store items. I would assume it's going to be around $100 for a long sleeve. That's my best guess. We also have it available in white. Got a cool border around the yin yang as well. Love the color choices, love the layout of the designs. It's simple and effective. And we also have it on this hoodie here as well with the Palace Triferg Hong Kong characters on front, and then a bigger image of that you saw probably in the videos I posted on the channel as shorts, some of the trailer content. Palace does these cool 3D graphics with the Triferg, and they're gonna drop this on a bunch of different colors. Their classic symbol, boom, jersey time, let's freaking go. Looks like right here we have that South China Football Club logo here. So it's an official collab with Palace, which is pretty neat. And then just an amazing script font. Almost looks like Palace Coca-Cola, but the bottom swoosh of the P features a dragon. Really neat design. That's probably my favorite graphic from the entire collection. On the back, we have Palace 96. And then we have our first short sleeve t-shirt of the collection featuring this awesome dragon jade Triferg, which looks insane. I think I lied earlier. I said that was my favorite graphic. This has to be my favorite, and there's one item in particular probably towards the end that I'm really excited to show you guys. I have it available in a few colors. This one's in orange. I'm sure there's some symbolism on different materials like maybe tiger's eye or different traditional Chinese themes they're going to be drawing from here. You also have it in blue, super cool. And the tracksuit, man, probably the #1 garment that I would want would be this full tracksuit. Top, super sick. You got Palace embroidered as well as the South China Football Club embroidered, and then you have that Palace dragon logo and some good colors too, just black with red accents, the matching pants to go along with them. Very cool. And if there's anybody in Hong Kong, hit a boy up, let me know. This will probably be the most expensive item coming out. I'm guessing around $500-600 bucks. Could be more. It's hard to say with Palace, but don't expect items like this to be cheap. With the varsity jacket here, Palace Hong Kong 2026, again featuring the Hong Kong and Palace characters on the sleeves. Very nice, quilted on the inside. What do we got on the back? Of course, you got the yin yang Palace London Hong Kong 2026. That's a big old embroidered graphic. I like this one too. Just a pea hat, keeping it super simple. I think Palace does such a good job at these in-store collections. I know it sucks that most of us can't ever get our hands on this stuff. Some of it will make its way to the aftermarket. It will be hard to get a hold of. If you have friends in Hong Kong, hit them up, of course. Go on Reddit, go on Instagram, spam people, pay tax if you have to. It might be worth it to get your hands on some of this stuff if you really like it, but they blow Supreme out of the water. Like Supreme releases a t-shirt and that's it, right? You get some exclusive in-store stuff every once in a while, like the shop beanies this year, but they ain't dropping a 20-piece collection like Palace. So say what you want about Palace. Not everyone likes them, and that's cool, but they're dropping keychains, they're dropping hats, they're dropping a dang stool, which I really like, and wish Palace would drop more things like this in their regular seasons because they definitely lag behind Supreme in terms of their regular accessories, in my opinion. We also have a sticker pack and 3 more pictures, guys, almost done here. This is the one that I was talking about. Look at that, the Dragon Jade skate deck. I would love this thing as just some wall art if anyone's in Hong Kong. This is what I kind of want. Low key, bro. Also, the P hat is pretty solid too. You got the green wood top, and last but not least, a Triferg ashtray with the green jade dragon. Super sick collection from Palace. What do you guys think? We'll do one more quick scroll through here, but expect the items to be the typical in-store Palace prices, with likely a small increase due to the exclusive store opening as well as the collaboration with South China Football Club. And again, these are not releasing online. These are going to be in-store only in Hong Kong. All right, we can finally get into the week 1 drop list. I'm going to try to keep this as quick as possible, guys. Major shout out to Palace Drops over on IG. That's Palace Drops with a Z. He has been covering Palace for about a year now, and he's the first one to post a drop list, so we're going to get into it. We don't have anything on Palace Community quite yet, and no price estimates either. But as I said earlier, we can pretty much expect everything to be typical for what Palace has done in the past. But starting big, we have the smoked leather jacket coming out for week 1. This is going to be the big ticket item, expensive. Expect at least $800 in my opinion, especially with the graphic printed on the back there. I think this garment is super sick. I would assume it's going to sell out, but there have been occasions where recently the top tier Palace item does not. So don't buy it to resell. Buy it if you really like it and you got the kind of funds to be spending a couple hundred, damn near $1,000 on a slick leather jacket from Palace. Next up, we have the established puffer jacket. I'm not as big on this thing for a couple reasons. For one, I've been looking at puffer jackets for the past year with the previous Supreme fall winter season, so I'm a little burnt out on them. It's getting warmer already in Phoenix, which is insane. It's February. And I personally think Palace's best puffer jackets are the ones they drop in their winter season. They're simple. They have a Triferg on them. This one is unique though. It has some sports inspiration as well as the royal crest there with the unicorns on the side, as someone pointed out in the comments. Those are unicorns, not just regular horses. So very cool. Get in a couple colors. I'm gonna say about $500 on this guy. Easy. Okay, the Shot collaboration is also dropping this week. Unfortunately, Palace is known for, in my opinion, popping off too early sometimes with dropping all their top tier items for week 1. It does make for an exciting drop. Sometimes the in-between weeks can feel a bit bland and really lackluster in my opinion, but that's how they do it. And they're dropping this bomber jacket as well. I think is probably my favorite item of the entire season. Maybe that's glazing a little bit, but I just think this is a fire piece. I love that Statue of Liberty patch on the side, might even be Velcro. The NYC Chanel is dope. The shot on the front, just the bomber jacket aesthetic in general, I've always been a major fan of. Orange on the inside is fresh, and even though it's tonal, I can't deny it's a nice back hit. Hopefully this jacket is as cheap as you can get in other places, like for just the Shot version. This one here on stewartslondon.com is only 235 pounds, which is about $320 US. So hopefully the Palace one can be $400-500 and not something like $600-700. 6-7. Next up, the lace denim jacket is releasing. I'm not a fan of this thing. I think it just doesn't look that good for the pattern. I don't know. I think it's a little boring. I could definitely see some people being into it, but that's kind of how patterns are. You either love the pattern and want to wear it every day, or you don't dig it at all and think it's kind of lame. And I'm more so in that second camp here. Colorways also aren't doing much for me. Expect the price to be $245. I don't know. Next, the established zip funnel knit. So we have a full zip sweater with that big old patch. What do I think about this guy? I wouldn't wear it personally, but a nice zip up jumper, dude. This is very British. This is very mate, very in it, and very Palace. It just has one embroidery there. I feel like they could have done more, perhaps, but it's a sweater, so you don't want to go too crazy. It's a fine piece, and hopefully it's around $208 and not much more. $228 at the most. If it's more than that, I think you're getting scammed. Now, if these prices are wrong, guys, don't shoot me. I could have done more research, to be honest, but figure let's just talk about it, get through the drop list, and keep it freaking schmoovin'. The Linky Zip, bro. We've been looking at it for a second. I hate this guy. I mean, hate's strong, but it doesn't look that good. This colorway is decent, and I could see people liking it. It just doesn't really have much for me. Not excited about it. I find it boring and don't really have much else to say about it. Now, the Palace Shot bonded fleece hoodie. Come on. We could potentially get a decent price prediction if I go search this on Google, and that is the secret, guys. If there's a collaboration and you have the name of the item, like it's the Shot bonded fleece hoodie, let me teach you the secret. You click copy, right? go over here to Google, and this is gonna blow some of y'all's minds, and you hit search, right? And you find basically, ooh, well, I couldn't find the bonded fleece jacket anywhere on Google or on Shot's store, but they do have a pretty cool write-up where you can read all about the collaboration here from Shot's perspective, talking about all the garments. They even have the Palace video shown here, and it is going to be launching at Palace stores globally and online at palaceskateboards.com. So no Shot release, no sneaky Shot release. Next up, the Smoke hoodie. Still a pretty cool design. I don't think it's as good as the button-up or the leather jacket, but a still nice hoodie nonetheless. I think this in black is obviously the best colorway to get. Grim Reaper vibes. I do wish they did some smoke on the sleeves, but c'est la vie. Still pretty nice. You got these 3 colorways here. Which one is y'all's favorite? Next up, we have the Patch Me Up shearling jacket in sweet pink. Clean, nice pink shearling. Here's the bag. And then you have it in Fox. They call this color Fox. Not Fox Brown, just Fox, which I think is dope. Like the tri-ferg there on the sleeve. That's the left sleeve, I believe, which I wish they would do that more on different pieces. It's so easy for them to use the tri-ferg, and sometimes I feel like it's a little restrained. Like Supreme's not afraid to use that box logo, man. They'll throw that shit on whatever. Alice, sometimes I'm like, hey, throw us a freaking tri-ferg, man. Do it. Pretty cool jacket. It's gonna be a couple $100. Next up, the ASIM shell jacket, baby. Very tech wear, very cyber ninja. You got the Palace rhombus logo on the front left breast area, and then you have this sideways zipper, dude. It's asymmetrical. I want to say this is an anorak because it pulls up over your face there, and you can kind of shell up in your hidey hole. You also have it in bark camo, which is pretty cool. I think the gray at the start might be my favorite colorway, minus the black. You can always say looks best in black naturally, but if we're picking something else, and that concrete gray is pretty clean. I like that they only did 3 colors. We have the unisex zip hoodie. Palace releases some of these unisex items about once a season. They've done pullovers before. This one's obviously a zip up. I think shorts maybe, other things like that. Just their basic items. You just get a bunch of different colorways. You're essentially buying it for the fit, which I have no idea how it is, but with an item like this, you're gonna have time to look at the size chart and make your decision if you wanna buy it or not, because this is not gonna sell out anytime soon. And to me, is kind of a waste of a purchase, but do what you want to do. All right, the Real Tree hoodie is coming out this week, boys. Did you get a real tree for Christmas or a fake one? Palace asks. I literally just used a Supreme tree this year because I was gone for the beginning of December. But here it is, Real Tree Edge. I'm very curious to see what happens with these hoodies here, because this is going to determine a lot of things, folks. A lot of Palace hype, a lot of Real Tree hype. Is it still around? I think these are going to fly personally. I think Real Tree has reached a critical mass where it's still being adopted heavily by people that are into fashion, and slowly but surely mainstream too, of just regular folks that want to be cool as well, right? You got some cool colorways here, a lot of good stuff going on with this garment. Been a while since I've been hyped about tri-ferg design too, and this one doesn't have me hyped exactly, but it is exciting to see, and hopefully folks enjoy this item. Expect around 178 for this guy, maybe 168, I kind of forget. All right, the Pal Ice hockey jersey, dude, this thing is sick, and I am copping 3 items off this drop list, by the way, guys. Sorry if I've been talking for a long time, or if the video's been going on longer than it should. And I got out of the habit of doing drop list videos, so hey, I'm doing my best here. But this is a really sick jersey, and I kind of wish it wasn't coming out this week, because there was a week where it was just this coming out and some other things. I'd probably go for it. I'm debating copping for the flip, to be honest. Like this one in red for Team Canada is pretty sick, but there are some other items that I want to go for this week, and I just have been noticing the Palace hockey jersey resale fall off in general. It is still February, so people would buy this to wear. Depends on the price. I do think there is some resale potential, but I wouldn't bank on any of this stuff flipping. I'd buy in your size and be sure you like it and are willing to wear it. All right, the Currently crew. Zooming in a little bit more. I call this the Snickers logo because that's what it looks like to me. And it says Palace on the front. It's got a bunch of different colors. And there you freaking go, dude. It's a very simple item, and that's okay. The smoked Oxford is next. Easily the second best smoked item of the bunch after the leather jacket. And not just the fact that it's on an Oxford, but they decided to go with the sleeves. It's easily done. It looks very good here. I don't know why they didn't give that same look to the hoodie. I don't think it was any harder to do, and it just looks so much better. Big old smoky Oxford, man. You also have it in white and navy, but why would you buy those when this exists? I mean, clearly this is not to be worn at super formal occasions, and you could wear these ones on more formal dates and dinners, but come on, man. Do it for the skulls. The smoked thermal is also releasing. All the smoked items are, guys. If you haven't caught on yet, Palace releases their items in batches. So if they have similar themes, they're all going to be coming out together. And this thermal is actually really sick. I'm noticing now those skulls are a little bit different. You have this one here on the side, or maybe they're the same and it's just printed in a different format. I don't know, slightly laid out differently. Something's going on here, but I think it's pretty dang sick. I actually like the purple thermal more than the black one, even though I was saying black looks better on all the other items like the sweatshirt and the beanie. I think the purple does something here for me that I just really like. I think Palace thermals are like 110 bucks, around that area. Speaking of thermals, we have Shot. This one hopefully is even cheaper than the other one we just looked at, but I have no clue. It's a Shot collab, so it actually is probably more low-key, even though there's less going on. There's just a screen print on the front, nothing on the sleeves. Shot NYC, Palace Division, Howard Street. That's their New York flagship location, and you get 2 colors. Do you like gray or do you like black? I'm going with gray. Been feeling gray this video. The Trio Stripe long sleeve. Look at that guy. It's got 3 stripes, but multiple 3-stripe groups, right? You get the 3 stripes as a single stripe. It's like 3 stripes for the price of 1 type shit. And yeah, this is one of those simple garments, hopefully not too expensive, under 100 bucks, right? Nice, clean, simple, unintrusive. Unisex long sleeve. We're back to the unisex items. This one is probably better to get than the zip up. I don't know why, but I just think getting like a simple long sleeve makes more sense in my head than like a simple zip up.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just like your opinion, man.
I could absolutely see people that want just a simple, not heavily branded garment for either one. You do get a small logo down there by the hem, but at least you get something. And the colors are pretty nice. Metamorphosis long sleeve. Yes, we are metamorphosizing for the rest of this droplist video, man. I gotta do something. Subhuman logistics. Holy crap. That blue and white looks kind of sick too, not gonna lie. What's my favorite one though? I gotta give it to the black and white, man. You just can't go wrong. The patchy t-shirt, guys. We're moving right along, okay? This one right here is absolutely the Harlequin spec. Match this with your damn Timberlands, which I was finally able to sell on Depop. Shout out to whoever bought those off me. Appreciate you. I probably wouldn't get this guy. I'd be more feeling this gray, white, and cream colorway here. Like I said, I'm just feeling that gray this video. And you got the black, which I'm like, I guess there's a Palace trifrig there, but it's all the same color. So why do you want the patchwork there? I don't know. Do what you want. Now we're getting into some t-shirts, folks, and there are some good ones this week. First up, the Lucky P3 shirt with the Lucky Cat. Harkening a little back to the Hong Kong store opening. We got the luck of the P3 cat. We got it in gray as well as green. Nice big screen print on the back there. Very cool. I think my favorite is pink because I like the white cat here with the gray. Just looks like one of those lucky cats that you see at the stores. Little good luck charms. And it's also featured on the navy one as well and on the white one. So I guess those are my 3 favorites. I like that color of the screen print, and it's the same colorway on the black one. So those 4 are my favorite. Jesus Christ. Basically everything but the first 2, because these guys are both gold. All right, finally an item that I'm gonna be copying. We have the swirly t-shirt, and ever since I saw this in the range like 3 days ago, I was thinking about it, kind of memorized by it, to be honest with y'all. Like, look at that pattern, and I think I have to have it. Was debating on the colorways, and I am going kind of simple. I probably could have a little more fun with it, but I've realized I do have my staples, and it was gonna be black for a second, and then I was like, no dude, I have a lot of black tees, but I wear white tees the most. It's just my nature. When I layer stuff, I like a white tee underneath. Maybe it's all the Penguin Zero videos I watch, I don't know. But this one is coming home with me, that Trifurg swirly tee. Speaking of cops, I mean, you guys know, I'm the coffee man, right? One day, we'll have the coffee sponsorship. We got the Poggers right now. Use code SupThomas. Link in description, guys. Get fueled up, get energized. But man, super sick t-shirt. I love the font here. It's kind of loosely inspired by that coffee shop, Bill's Coffee. And this one's giving me almost like Panera Bread logo vibes too. It's not quite one thing. They kind of took a lot of inspiration, but the Trifurg donut sealed the deal for me when I saw it. Just a nice, simple design. Got to go with the black one for the black coffee. Well, technically it's brown coffee. People call brown coffee black because it's so dark. I don't know why they call it black. It's technically brown. And that caffeine is hitting right now. I'll tell you that much. Second item I'm copping. All right, P45 Paisley jeans. Not that big on them, but they're coming out. I guess get the ones that you like the most. I think Palace pants retail at usually around $200 starting out. P90 baggy jeans, the skull ones, definitely the ones to get. In my experience, Palace jeans run super big and baggy. They even say it in the name, baggy jean. So I would get your waist size or even a size down. If you're like me and you're a 31 or you're in between sizes, if they have your exact size, get your exact size. But be warned if you're a skinny motherfucker like me, except the ripstop cargo trousers. These ones have a real tree camo pattern. I've seen that before. These are nothing new from Palace. They release them pretty much every single season. Very nice. The Linky joggers are next, matching up with the Linky sweatshirt earlier. I like these a little more than the tops. We have the unisex joggers, cinched at the bottom. Very simple Palace logo there on the left pocket. And then our first hat of the video is the P6 panel, featuring that same lace pattern earlier. If I called it paisley at all in this video, it's not paisley, it's lace, like a lace stocking. Nice pink colorway. Then you have it in green, in purple, navy, khaki, and of course black. All right, guys, I'm gonna break up the format just a little bit here and kind of get the ball rolling and only talk about a few more items in depth, because here are the rest of the accessories coming out. We have this group of hats, which I am going for this one in particular. I will talk about it in a second, as well as do up close pictures of the smoke, beanie, and hat there. We also have the established bucket hat releasing, which I think looks pretty clean. The established beanie, I also don't mind at all. Palace always releases their bags all at once, similar to how Supreme does. So you get the canvas tote, the backpack, the duffel bag, plastic tote, and the wallet there. We'll talk about the hats in a second, but real quick, the final group of items is the accessories, which in my experience are pretty weak. Really not much. A fridge magnet, a couple pins here. Skate tool is neat, and there are some cool boards. I'll show you guys the Palasonic boards at the end. Probably the most controversial thing here. It's not gonna be the stickers either. It's that drama I was alluding to at the beginning of the video, and it's the slip mats, specifically the K9 design. Now, not to get into too much of the discussion here because it's the end of the video and we need to keep it moving, but it is pretty much confirmed that this art was done by an AI artist who has used AI to create a portion or all of this image. I reached out to him on Twitter and unsurprisingly got no response. I will try emailing him today to see if potentially I can get a statement from this guy. And by the way, these are slip mats for turntables. You guys informed me of that on the range video. I appreciate you. Now, what exactly do they do? That's my next question. And here's kind of my overall takeaway on the situation. When everyone first saw this design, no one assumed AI, and we all made our judgments based on how it looked, okay? Then it comes out that it's AI, and some people say, well, now I don't like it. It really just depends on how much you are judging the design based on how it looks or the art form based on how it was created. Now, I liked the design before I found out it was AI. I still like the design after it's AI. And to be honest, I don't think I would change my purchasing decision based on the fact that it is AI. That's just my take. I do think there is a conversation to be had about valuing human artist work, and I do think that is something that should be protected and should be encouraged. And I do completely understand where people are coming from with the AI criticism. If you want to call it AI slop, call it AI slop. I think it's a scary dog and it looks neat. That's my take. Anywho, let's look at these last two hats and then get the freak out of here. We'll do the 9-cuff beanie first, the smoked 9-cuff design. I think this has some resale potential. The Palace 9-cuff beanies often do have some for the designs that just give me that gut reaction of like resale potential. Obviously, it's speculation, so buy it if you like it at the end of the day. Smoked trucker, my opinion still stands. I think the patch takes away a little bit from the smoke, but still looks pretty cool. But it's not a bad design at all. I do like the trucker hat in general. Blue on blue is pretty cool, and the red on black ain't terrible. But the third and final item I'm going to be copping this week is the Pal Ice Pal hat. And as someone who's half Canadian with Canadian citizenship, I gotta show my love to the Great White North. The Pal on the side, very nice hit, CCM inspiration on the back. Could have seen a Palace hit embroidered, but I'm not gonna complain about something that's on the back of my head. It's all about that front maple leaf design. Getting it in red, forget about it, dude. Easy, 2 t-shirts and a hat, and I'm out. Oh yeah, and just look at that Palasonic design again. Super cool. I thought about it. I really did think about it, but I have 2 Palace decks hanging up and only 1 Supreme deck, so I think I need to get 1 more Supreme deck to complete my 4. Well, folks, thanks for bearing with me. I apologize for making that video way too long, But I'm getting back into the swing of things, and Palace is releasing a ton of items. So what are you guys going after this week? Let me know each and everything in the comment section down below. Join me for my live tomorrow, 1 hour before the drop, where we talk everything Palace, everything week 1, and maybe get more into that AI drama about the K9 design. Appreciate you guys for watching. That's going to do it. See you in the next one. Peace.